markets fell. The global stock market slump is being fueled by fears of a Chinese economic slowdown. In China, the benchmark index in the Shanghai market closed down more than 8% from last week's finish. That's its largest single day fall in 8.5 years. Yoshinori Hamasaki is the head of the Shanghai office of Fukusan Securities. He says Chinese authorities have apparently decided it would not be healthy if they kept pumping in government money to try to prop up the market. He says the lack of government intervention today in Shanghai has created fears among investors, and they went on a sell-off. Another factor that has contributed to the global stock market slump is the uncertainty of when the US Federal Reserve will decide to end its zero interest rate policy and raise the rate. The uncertainty has made investors increasingly risk-averse. They've opted to sell their shares in the global markets in a bid to reduce risk. Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshida Suga commented on the fall in Tokyo share prices. He says he believes the Japanese economy remains positive. He says the economy will continue to follow a path of modest recovery. Hideo Kamano is an analyst with Daiji Life Research Institute. He says the Chinese economy started deteriorating about a year ago. The initial optimism about the Chinese economy that existed among investors is now fading away and is being replaced by pessimism. He says the Chinese economy may remain a risk factor for a long time. He says if the US Federal Reserve decides to keep its zero interest rate policy in place for some time, it will come as a reassuring piece of news for investors. He says if the Bank of Japan decides to take further monetary easing measures, that could help end the current pessimism in the market.
The 15th typhoon of the season is very powerful. Amami Oshima in Kagoshima is in the storm zone. The typhoon is expected to remain strong as it approaches Kyushu tomorrow morning. Residents are advised to watch out for gusts and waves. We now go live to Amami Oshima. Our reporter is Seiichi. I'm reporting from the Amami City in Kagoshima Prefecture. Amami District are already in the storm zone. The pillars of the roadside signs have been swaying in strong winds and beaten by the driving rain. The entrances of the local hotels are protected by nets in order to catch debris flying by the breeze. The power outage is reported in several districts, prompting the Amami City government to encourage citizens to prepare the flashlights at hand. The storm is coming closest to the as I speak. The meteorological agency says typhoon number 15 remains strong as it moves northeast along Amami City in Kagoshima. The maximum recorded wind gust was 109 kilometers per hour at Kasari Amami around 6 p.m. Tokunoshima was pounded by 41 millimeters of hourly rainfall around 6:30 p.m. Wind gusts on Ishigaki hit 255.6 kilometers an hour last night, a record for the island. The wind overturned cars in a hotel parking lot. Some vehicles were apparently blown across the road. Damage has also been reported in Naha. Roadside trees over 10 meters high were toppled. The typhoon and strong winds have injured 8 people in Okinawa Prefecture. Residents of Sakurajima and Kagoshima are under a volcanic eruption alert, but now they have to prepare for the approaching storm. Mandarin orange farmers are removing the covering from their greenhouses. farmer says typhoons are the last thing in the world they need. He says typhoons damage the greenhouse covering. Over 250 domestic flights have been cancelled today, mainly in Okinawa. Flights in Kyushu and other areas tomorrow morning have been cancelled. The typhoon is expected to retain its strength as it approaches the Amami district and is projected to close in on Kyushu tomorrow morning. Powerful blasts are expected to buffet Amami, and winds will be picking up in Kyushu with maximum gusts reaching 144 kilometers per hour. In some parts of western Japan, hourly rainfall will be a torrential 80 millimeters per hour. The meteorological agency is advising residents to watch out for powerful winds and high waves.
We have an update on the apparent murders of 2 teens in Osaka. The bodies of Natsumi Hirata and Nyoto Hoshino were found recently. Police in Osaka say there were no bloodstains in the car of the man arrested on suspicion of abandoning the girl's body. The girl's body was more than 30 stab wounds. Suspected body was wrapped when it was carried. Meanwhile, students started a new term in a high school in Nagano City. The girl and boy attended. Nyoto's funeral began around 10:30 a.m. About 100 friends and relatives attended. Police arrested Koji Yamada on Friday on suspicion of abandoning the girl's body. They say the man initially said another person in his car hit the girl and abandoned her body. He's now reportedly keeping silent. The girl and the boy are believed to have encountered Yamada near Nagano Station early on August 13th. They suspect they got in Yamada's car after he spoke to them. Police are analysing surveillance camera footage to trace the movements of his car. The girl's body was found in the boy's body to the south. At 12:39 p.m. a surveillance camera captured Yamada buying an East Take convenience store in Kashiwara City, south of Nagano. 5 minutes later, a car believed to be Yamada's was travelling along the road to the east of the convenience store. The car was travelling in the direction of the site where the boy's body was found. At 10:23 p.m., the camera caught Yamada filling his car in gas station in Inagata City to the north of Nagano. Analysis of the footage revealed the man was wearing white gloves. Police suspect Yamada had prepared gloves, so he would not leave any fingerprints. About an hour later, the girl's body was found in a parking lot in Takatsuki City, north of the gas station. Her face and hands were wrapped with adhesive tape. Police found no fingerprints on the tape. Natsumi's body bore more than 30 stab wounds, but they found no visible bloodstains in the suspect's car. Tests showed no invisible traces of blood in the car owner. Police plan to examine the car further by conducting DNA and other tests.